Good morning, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. This is Rich again, back for your first video blog of the day for August 17, 2014, Sunday morning around 7:20 in Bell. It's clouding up. We might get some rain showers today, highs in the 70s. Some news to report. The Boston Red Sox beat the Houston Astros by the score of 10-7 last night at Fenway Park. David Ortiz, designated hitter of the Red Sox, had two home runs, including his 400th home run as a member of the Boston Red Sox. He now sits at 459 home runs. That's tied with Adam Dunn on the home run list of all time. The next player he's going to tie will be Jose Canseco. He needs 3 more home runs to tie Jose Canseco. Canseco has 462 home runs. And also tonight, the 2014 WWE SummerSlam will happen at LA in the Staples Center. It's at 8 o'clock on the WWE Network or pay-per-view. The main event is John Cena versus Brock Lesnar for the WWE title. And that's about it for the news. My next subject is my continuation series of the 10 greatest players of each NHL franchise. The next one is the Hartford Whalers / Carolina Hurricanes. The franchise started in 1972 in the OWHA. They were called the New England Whalers. Then they played their games at Boston Garden for a few years. Then they moved to Hartford, Connecticut, and they were still in the New England Whalers. And in 1979, when the WHA merged with the NHL, they were rebranded as the Hartford Whalers. But during their 18 seasons in Hartford, they were nicknamed the Forever 500 Whalers because they never really got over the hump over 500 on a consistent basis. They hardly made the playoffs for a stretch of 7 years, and then they made a stretch from 1986 to 1992. Every year they made the playoffs, but they got bounced in the first round. They even had a parade in the city of Hartford when they won a playoff series in 1986, and by 1997 they moved out of Hartford into Carolina because the state of Connecticut did not want to build them a new arena to replace the Hartford Civic Center with luxury boxes and stuff, and they moved to Carolina. They played the first 2 years in Greensboro Coliseum before a new state-of-the-art arena happened in Raleigh, and they've had maybe a little more success in Carolina than they did in Hartford. They hardly made the playoffs, but every time they made the playoffs, they were somewhat competitive. In 2002, they made the Cup Finals, and in 2006, they won the Stanley Cup, and in 2009, they went to the Eastern Conference Finals. And they in the now Metropolitan Division, but it's a very tough division. But when the Hartford Whalers were around, they had the brass bonanza. This is how it is. Do 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 do. That's it. And now here's the 10 greatest players in Whalers / Hurricanes history. Number 10 is Glenn Wesley. He was a defenseman for the Whalers / Hurricanes. He had 2 stints with the team, and he was a good defenseman. He was kind of a stay-home defenseman, very underrated. His number 2 is retired by the Hurricanes. He comes in at number 10. Number 9, Ray Ferraro. He was a center during the Hartford Whalers year. He's 10th in an all-time list of team scoring. He had 157 goals, 194 assists with 351 points. Ray Ferraro is number 9. Number 8 on the all-time list of greatest Whalers / Hurricane players is Jeff Sanderson. Jeff played many years with the Whalers. He was the last big superstar for the team. He was a left winger, 196 goals, 173 assists, 369 points, and he's in at number 8. Number 7 on the all-time list of greatest Whalers / Hurricanes players is Blaine Stoughton. Blaine was a right winger. He played for the Whalers in the WHA and in the NHL. He had 219 goals, 158 assists, 377 points. 7th on the all-time scoring list of Whalers / Hurricanes. He scored the most goals in Whalers history in 1 year with 56 back in 1980. Number 7 on the all-time list is Jeff O'Neill, white winger. He's 5th on the all-time scoring list for Hurricanes / Whalers history, and 198 goals, 218 assists, 416 points. He's in at number 6. Number 5 on the all-time list of greatest Whalers / Hurricanes players, goaltender Cam Rod. He's the all-time winningest goaltender in team history with 224 wins. He's in at number 5. Number 4 on the all-time list of greatest Whalers / Hurricane players, Kevin Dineen. Kevin Dineen, 250 goals, 294 assists, and 544 points. He was the first captain and the last captain of Whalers history and the first captain of Hurricanes history. Number 3 on the all-time list of greatest Whalers / Hurricanes players is Eric Stahl. Eric Stahl has 289 goals, 399 assists for 688 points. He's second on the all-time list of scoring in team history. He's in at number 3. Number 2 on the all-time list is Rob Brind'Amour. Rob is like second, is 4th on the all-time in scoring list for 174 goals and 299 assists for 473 points. He was the captain of the Hurricanes when they won the Stanley Cup in 2006. He was one of the great players. He might be a Hall of Famer one of these days. He's in at number 2, and then number 1 on the all-time list of greatest Whalers / Hurricane players of all time was Ron Francis. Ron scored 382 goals, 793 assists, 1,175 points with the Whalers and the Hurricanes. Number 10's retired. He's one of the greatest players in NHL history, an underrated player, I might add, and he comes in at number 1. So that's about it for the top 10 Whalers / Hurricanes players of all time. Tomorrow will be the top 10 players in Minnesota North Stars / Dallas Stars history. Tuesday is going to be the Tampa Bay Lightning, and then Wednesday it's a Florida Panthers top 10 players of all time. I figured it out. I got the top 10 players in Panthers history. And Thursday will be the San Jose Sharks, because I'm starting now running out of the team that won the Stanley Cup. Now I have to do the teams that haven't won the Stanley Cup yet, but it's going to be good. And then after these lists are over, I'll probably do maybe the top 10 players of each NBA franchise and stuff, and Major League Baseball and NFL and other stuff. And it's going to be real interesting. It's going to be real interesting and stuff like that. And I'm definitely going to do a top 10 list of the ladies who have the nicest legs in the world. It's going to be a great list, but I have that list, and people will figure it out who's on that list. Have a good day, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. See ya later for the second video blog in the afternoon. Bye now.